Pilgrims, how's it going? Jason here from the Pugnacious Pilgrim Podcast, inviting you to join us tomorrow night, Thursday, October 21st at 9 p.m. for the live version of the Pugnacious Pilgrim Podcast. Now, I totally get it. You might be asking yourself, why in the world would I want to join a live podcast? That doesn't make sense. I thought podcasts were something that you listen to after they're, produced and edited and whatnot. That's true, but we also want to hear from you. We want to be able to engage with you. And so through YouTube Live, we have a way to interact with you on the chats. And if you join us during the live version of our show, we can take your questions, we can take your comments, we can take your concerns and your frustrations, and we can interact with you during the show. And we would love to be able to do that. So if you're free tomorrow night, Thursday, October 21st at 9 p.m., we would love to engage with you. You can find us at our YouTube site. Look up the Pugnacious Pilgrim Podcast, and you should be able to find us probably where you found this video. Anyway, tomorrow we're tackling the idea of mental health. If you've been paying attention, you know that not only are we in the midst of a global pandemic, but we are also in the midst of a global mental health crisis, much of which can be tied to things like mask mandates and vaccine mandates and global lockdowns and quarantining the healthy. We know that these things have had impacts not only on regular everyday Americans, but at high levels, teenagers and students. And we want to be able to tackle the issue of mental health, whether it's anxiety or depression, or even climate anxiety, as they are now calling it. And so we'll even hear from our favorite climate alarmist, Greta Thunberg. You don't want to miss that. So, and finally, we're going to talk about, things that probably just a couple decades ago would have been considered mental health issues, but are now being celebrated by the culture on the world stage. And so don't miss tomorrow's podcast. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to be able to interact with you during the show. So join us tomorrow night, October 21st at 9 p.m. We look forward to seeing you there. God bless you, pilgrims, and stay pugnacious.